Today is Thursday, September 17th, and it is Realtor Safety Month. So welcome to Get Real with ECAR. Catherine and I are here Thursdays at noon for an hour of free-flowing conversation with our members to talk about whatever is on your mind, and sometimes we have speakers as well. We don't necessarily have any speakers today, Catherine, but we do have a Realtor Safety program. We're going to show you a couple of videos, and anyone who wants to have a conversation about that can join in. How you doing, Catherine?
I'm good. How are you?
I am also good. So I have a couple of things lined up that I want to just share with everybody. One of them is the new Forewarn product that CTR has given to everybody as a member benefit. So let's see if I can share that. Share the screen for that. Let me get that set up. All right, I'm going to share the video and we'll just tell our members how they can access it.
Perfect.
All right, so here is, if you go to ctrealtors.com/forewarn, it is a free member benefit that I think would be about $24 a month otherwise. You have to watch this brief video, and then you have to complete the CTR Forewarn subscriber acknowledgement. So basically you can't just use it arbitrarily. Let's go ahead and watch this video.
As a CT Realtors member, you are now eligible for one subscriber account to the subscription service Forewarn. This is a dues-based product, so there's no additional fee to you. This product is for Realtor Safety. It gives you a way to verify personal information about the people you don't know who contact you requesting to see properties. Your safety is very important to us. To access this new member benefit, CT Realtors must follow some very important steps. CTR Associate Counsel Kristen Hasney explains what's required.
A Connecticut Realtors member who signs up for an account through CTR has access to search a potential client or customer's name or other contact information, such as phone number or address, to help verify the information provided or available to you about a prospective client or customer is in fact accurate. The product includes information on an individual such as address history, cars, phone numbers, criminal records, foreclosures and bankruptcy history, and more. Like all databases, the information can from time to time be incomplete or have errors. Please note that there are limitations on how the product may be used that are more fully detailed in the terms of service. For example, you cannot use the Forewarn tool for reasons not connected to your personal safety, such as for conducting criminal background checks for rental applicants, or for denying real estate services or housing that may be in violation of fair housing laws. You can find fair housing laws and HUD guidance at ctrealtors.com/fairhousing. Forewarn cannot be used to obtain information about a client or customer in order to discriminate or harass, or for farming data or obtaining leads for potential new clients. Realtors must still comply with all local, state, and federal laws, including the Federal Fair Housing Act, the Federal Americans with Disabilities Act, and any other state or federal anti-discrimination laws. A realtor using this service must agree not to use it for any of the prohibited purposes by completing the subscriber acknowledgement as part of the sign-up process. You can find the acknowledgement below. All activity using Forewarn is tracked by Forewarn. If at any point Forewarn identifies a misuse of the service in connection with the use of its service, Forewarn will terminate the subscriber's account. As a data provider, Forewarn is required to comply with all local, state, and federal authorities requesting information about subscriber access and use of the data. Additionally, if the subscriber ceases to be a Connecticut Realtor member, the subscriber's Forewarn account will be terminated effective immediately. CTR reserves the right to terminate a realtor's Forewarn account for misuse or abuse of the service or information obtained with no recourse available to the member. The realtor also must keep in mind CTR bears no liability or responsibility for a realtor's use of the account or the information obtained through Forewarn, and that by signing up for the Forewarn service, the realtor agrees to indemnify and hold CTR, its officers, directors, staff, agents, and attorneys harmless.
CT Realtors with
Well, there it is. All you do, ctrealtors.com/forewarn. You agree, you fill out this form right down here, you hit continue, and then you'll get a notification from CTR when it is good to go, and there'll be a link to download it onto your phone. What a great product, and it's free to you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is situational awareness. We were hoping to have somebody from the Ledyard Police Department come on. They weren't able to, but I do have this cool video. Catherine, can you see this video, or do I need to do a new share?
Nope, I can see it.
Okay, so here's another video, and it's about, this one is kind of about what to wear, what to know about that. So let's look at this. It's a couple minutes.
What is your situation? You know, in the assets and liabilities, yes, how healthy are you as a person, but like, what pants are you wearing? What shoes are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing? Is it something that you can go for a run in? You know, there's a comedian that said, don't get in a fight with a guy in sneakers if you're wearing flip-flops. Yeah, it's totally true. And while it's very common sense, that goes a lot further than that. You know, what are you going to wear into that fight? Are you wearing shoes that you can go into a dead sprint? You know, are you wearing flip-flops? Are you wearing open-toed shoes? Are you wearing busted up Vans that you've had for forever that you just can't get rid of? You know, I'm very picky about what I wear. I can climb with these. I can jump in them. I can kick in them. I can sure as hell run in them. Oh, pants. These look like regular jeans. They're crazy flexible pants. Now they're, oh yeah, maybe knock out some splits right there. Designed for operators. There's even an extra pocket. That's to put an extra.
I'm going to stop it there. The point of this one is, have you ever thought about what you were wearing? I mean, realtors are very conscious about what they wear, right? We always want to look very professional, attractive. But who ever thought about, if you wear high heels, if you are found in a situation where you might need to run, are you prepared? Is that one thing you can do as far as awareness to stay safe? Catherine, do you remember when we did that Realtor Safety program and we had a few police officers out there talking about it? Do you remember what they said about jewelry, makeup, business cards, stuff like that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, one thing was, you know, it is nice, as you mentioned, to look your best when you're out there in the field, but wearing too much can make you an obvious target, or, you know, assumed that you have more on you than what you might. And I believe that was actually the case with Beverly Carter. You know, she dressed very, very nicely, successful looking, the jewelry, but it became a reason for her to be attacked, unfortunately.
Extra magazine.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
So, you know, less is best. And, you know, notifying people of where you're going to be and who you're going to be with was always top of mind when I heard the police talk.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's go to the next thing I wanted to show you guys. This is from the National Association of Realtors as well. I better share this one before we go. These are realtor-specific safety tips. Let's see if we can get that one going. Play maybe is this
Here
one?
are some safety tips while working in the office. Safety starts on day one. It's very important for brokers to build a culture of safety in the office and to share the importance of that with their agents on their very first day. It's important to keep records of every client that you are going out on a showing with. Take a copy of their photo ID to have on hand. It's also important to not work in the office alone and never walk out of the office alone late at night. Here are some safety tips to keep in mind for meetings, showings, and open houses. First and foremost, never meet a potential client alone for the first time. Even if you've spoken on the phone with them, always have them come into your office or meet them in a neutral location like a coffee shop. For open houses as well, bring a colleague, bring a buddy, never host an open house alone. It's important to always have your phone on you. You can use safety apps. You can check in with your colleagues back at the office, a spouse, a friend. It is smart to have a code or distress signal where if you need to let them know that you are in a risky situation and you feel unsafe, you can either text a certain code word or an emoji or say a certain phrase, and they will know that you need help right away. It's important to keep wardrobe in mind. You want to be able to escape quickly if needed. Consider wearing flats. Do not wear flashy jewelry. Lock your purse in the trunk of your car. Keep it somewhere safe, but don't carry it on your person when going to a showing or an open house. At a showing, always let the clients walk in front of you. That way, you can keep an eye on what's going on. No one can surprise you. Never go into an attic, basement, or crawl space at a showing. Let the clients go in, explore it on their own, and let you know what they think. Realtors are friendly, outgoing people. But what can happen is we can overshare information. Don't friend every potential client on Facebook where they know where you're going and when, your favorite places to visit, and your schedule.
Ooh, that's a
How
good
we
one.
dedicate September as Realtor Safety Month. It's so important to keep safety at the forefront of your mind. Keep it in your conversation. Call each other out on it. Stay safe year-round, every day.
All right. Those were some good tips.
Mhm.
I thought I saw Brad coming in. Brad, are you online with us today? Okay, his mic is off. Well, anyway, we'll just keep going. The spatial awareness part, like walking behind someone, letting them go. Like, don't ever go in a room where you're like stuck somehow, so that you could be pinned inside a bedroom or up in an attic where you don't want to be. I also remember a tip where the police officer said, be sure and go there like during the day. You don't want to go there for the first time at night, so make sure you go there ahead of time. You drive around the neighborhood, see what potential red flags there are, and when you park for your open house, make sure you park like backed in so you have an easy getaway, or just park on the side of the road, even better, so you're not somehow stuck and unable to flee if you needed to. What else, Catherine? What else do you remember? Anything else like that?
I know there were some good apps mentioned, safety apps. I believe Sentrilock actually even has a function that you can set it to call someone.
Speaking of that, I should have a video for that, and I'll pull that one up too. Let's see. How do I get out of this one? You keep talking while I pull up the Sentrilock safety feature.
Okay. Yeah, as I started to say, I know that NAR has some apps available that you can download for free. They also have a wonderful library of documents that you can use
yes,
for your
we
office.
Actually I just created a Realtor Safety icon on the members section of our website. So if you click on that page, I'm uploading a lot of videos and the little red book of Realtor Safety, but let's go ahead and run this quick 1-minute video on the Sentrilock safety.
How to enable the agent safety feature. Tap the hamburger menu located in the top left corner of the screen. Then select My Settings. Select Agent Safety. When you use the SentryKey Real Estate app to open a lockbox, the Agent Safety feature will automatically alert your designated emergency contact when you do not or cannot confirm that you're safe. Select Enable Agent Safety. A release agreement will pop up. Tap Accept. Enter your PIN and tap OK, or use Touch ID, Face ID. Tap the Safety Notification Contacts icon. A screen will pop up asking if you'd like to access your contacts. Select OK. Choose a contact. Then select Continue. You've successfully enabled the Agent Safety feature. You can always turn off Agent Safety through the Settings option within the hamburger menu and select Continue.
Easy as that. You just want to be sure that you've had a conversation with your contacts so that they know what that is if should you go into an open house or a showing, and they are your safety contact and they don't know, that might be a little awkward or not work as well. I had this situation happen to me when Ernie and I were visiting my brother up in Ontario, and we were staying at a hotel right downtown, and it was like a Crown Royal Inn or something. It was a really nice hotel, but it was in a really lousy part of Kitchener. And Ernie is a retired probation officer, so he's got a really good understanding of spatial awareness. Me, not so much. So we go to park, and it's an outdoor parking lot, and it was about 9:30 at night. We had our dog with us. We had our bags, so our hands were full, and we park outside, and we had to walk, like 100 feet to get to this elevator shaft that was across the street from the hotel, and everything, wasn't really lit that well. There was a guy sitting on the curb right in front of the double doors to the stairway elevator shaft. And he was mid-20s, had a hat on, looked a little bit sketchy. And we were walking toward him, and all of a sudden Ernie says to me, now here's what you're gonna do. When we go walk past him, you're gonna take the dog, you're gonna cross the street, you're gonna get your key in the building, and you go in, and I'm gonna take care of him. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And sure enough, and he's like, the guy was like looking from side to side. He was smoking a cigarette, which Ernie said later that's an indication he was irritated, anxious, ready for some action. We walked by him, and sure enough, he turned around and followed us. His intention was to mug us in that alleyway before you put your key in to get to the side entrance of the hotel. Ernie knew this. I went in, down the stairs, and as soon as I got down to the bottom, I opened the door. We go into the alley, and he's like, now unlock the door. And he's like, take the dog, unlock the door. So I'm like trying to do it. And meanwhile, he had turned towards the guy, looked him straight in the eye, and dropped both bags. So it made a loud noise, and it threw the guy off. It was unsettling. He wasn't expecting it. And Ernie gave him the stance and the position that he was not afraid of him. And so that guy turned around and left. If that had been me by myself, I'd have been mugged that night. My purse would have been stolen, and I don't know what else. So spatial awareness, pretty cool, huh?
Very cool.
Did you ever
Luckily, everything turned out okay.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. Ernie's my hero. Did you ever have a situation like that where you sort of, and also trust your instincts? That's another big thing.
Yes.
If you feel like something's not right, pay attention to that, right? How about you? Got any stories?
I mean, nothing, going through college, because in a former life I was going to be a probation officer, as you know, Susie. So I did a lot of interning in the courthouses and with the probation offices, and it just always was ingrained in you to be aware of your surroundings. And, if you start to feel uncomfortable or you think there's someone near you that's not quite right, to be observant, get the details, what they were wearing, what they looked like, so that if something happens, you're better able to relay that information to the police if they need to be called in.
Yes. Yes.
So that's something I take with me.
Right. Take notice of what they're wearing, what color they were, how tall are they, some of the features about them. I never do that. I can never remember stuff like that, but that is an important thing to start remembering. What color was the car that you saw them in?
And to be aware of your surroundings, especially when you're going to a showing or something, make sure you've mapped out like where you can get in and get out from, access points, entries, exits. Even if that means going to the property, before you're supposed to meet your clients. Get their photo IDs ahead of time and contact information, paperwork to keep on file with your office or just a colleague.
Yep. And then let your office manager know if you've had a situation like that, because maybe other people have had that same situation. We have posted on occasion if we get a call like that, if it's brought to my attention, we will put it on the ECAR member site that this is what happened.
And we've had a few of those more recently.
All right, let's see. I want to show people on our website where I put this information, including NAR's little red book of safety tips. Hang on one sec. I get rid of this. Okay. All right. One last thing, and we'll just make this a short one, I guess. I'll share our website screen. And if you go to the members section and just click on that, you will need your password to get there. But I just put it up right here, Realtor Safety. And you click here for Realtor Safety tips. I just created it, so we'll make it prettier soon. But like, for example, here's the little red book of safety tips. And you can read through it. This could be maybe part of your office manager meeting. Share a couple of things. I like these little one-liners. Like, pay attention to the gift of fear and trust those warning instincts that we just talked about. Planning and being mindful of your business and your own personal safety will create your comfort and security. Be smart. Men or women, both beware. If you feel better taking someone with you, then you should. Safety is smart, not a weakness. And we've already covered this, but always walk behind prospects while touring the home. Allow them to enter and leave rooms first. This is 40 pages of good information, and it's on our website, put out by the National Association of Realtors. Well, unfortunately, we didn't have a big audience, so I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. It's always about making you guys safe. It doesn't matter who's on these calls with us. We are an open book for you and available. Before I close it out, I do want to just give you the upcoming Get Real with ECAR schedule. Next week, September 24th, we have Veronica McManus. October 1st, Yona Gregory. Veronica McManus, by the way, is with RPR, Realtor Property Resource. October 1st, Yona Gregory is one of our affiliate members. She is an eviction attorney. She will be talking about the landlord-tenant situation currently with the pandemic. October 8th, Greg Antipoff, another affiliate member who is an accountant, will give us an update on all things tax and pandemic. Fred Allen, the Ledyard mayor, is coming on to talk with us on October 15th. October 22nd, Bob Evans with Realtor.com, and October 29th, CTR President Joanne Breen and Cindy Butts. So that's our lineup for the next couple of weeks. Thanks for joining us today, and stay safe out there.